all of the Instagram, Twitter and Instagram at the moment, but I do see a number of motivational quotes on the Instagram, which is great. I'm happy with that.
Where does it all fit into? Is that part of your branding, or?
Yes, absolutely. That was the whole marketing plan. The whole shtick or spiel, should I say, about Black Falcon is that's what the Falcon represents. It represents visionary power.
Yeah.
Like in Star Wars, the vehicle that the plane or the spaceship that Han Solo is flying is called the Millennium Falcon. And that's the spaceship that was able to go to different planets and different universes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what being a Falconite for men or Falconette for women is really all about. You're over the skies and you kind of just seeing the whole landscape. And then when you see what you want, you're going for it.
Yeah.
Which is the exact same approach I took when writing the book, starting the clothes, doing the website, starting up the social media pages. That's pretty much how it just started.
Yeah, it all correlates.
Exactly, with yourself, with your DJing, and with what you're doing right now. You're basically a Falconette already, really, before you even had the hoodie.
Exactly.
Already. That's it.
Falconette.
And that's pretty much what I'm really pushing, really.
Yeah.
You know, that's the idea, that's the dream, that's the fantasy. I'm pretty much just doing what I can to sell to everyone. You know?
And inspiring a new generation as well.
That's it.
What is your biggest fear?
You know what?
Don't comment, I don't have any.
No, I'm not totally sure. Never really thought about that. My biggest fear. It used to be death, but now the more I keep thinking about death, it's actually nothing to be scared of now. Because seriously, death isn't really anything to be scared of. Because when you look into the esoterics of what death actually is, death itself is just another entity. It's basically, okay, I'm going to try and be as simple as I can now. Because I've read certain ancient scriptures now, and people may think I may not understand this. Death itself should be seen as graduation. When you die, you don't actually, it's not this dark place where you kind of just, that's it. Death, when you die physically, your spirit is still here. So technically you don't actually die. Your physical body dies, but you don't actually die yourself. This is what I've read, and I'm still trying to get my head around it myself as well. Therefore death itself is nothing really to be scared of. Illness, accidents. You shouldn't be afraid of death itself. But in terms of what I'm actually scared of, so I just digressed into another world there. I think it's being a parent a bit too old now. I think that's what the fear is now.
Being a parent.
Being a parent too late.
Oh, too late.
Yeah.
What's late to you?
40 years old and just having a child. I mean, I want to make because obviously, if you start visualizing your life in the Falcon way, you want to. I'm thinking of basically starting a family when I've actually got the correct financial means to do it. Even being in a relationship with the correct financial means to do it. I don't want to kind of just say, oh honey, I can't take you here because I haven't got the money to do it.
It's true.
I can't. I just don't like the idea that I can't do something for someone I care about, my mum, dad, girlfriend, whoever, when I don't have the money to do it. So I'd much rather just be patient, build this up, take my time. I don't know how long it's going to take me to kind of just get to the stasis of financial capability to get to the right level that I'd like to get to. But I think I just got to just keep being patient. But that's the fear. It's 40 years old and all of a sudden I've got all the money I need now. Okay, so now I've got to start. But then so that's it. Age is the fear. That's the answer.
Okay, fair enough. But I think that's something you can control though. Like if you really, really wanted it, you can.
Yeah. But I guess, that's a good point. That's a really nice way of looking at it, because I think I actually started at a good time, really, in terms of building up Black Falcon and spending all the money. Because A lot of people are now spending their money on a whole bunch of stupid things that don't make any sense, and they're probably worse off than I am right now. So yeah, okay. I guess that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
You know what my fear is? Fireworks.
Really?
Yeah, I've been scared of fireworks since I was like 9 years old. Every bonfire night I stay home. New Year's, I actually can't go out. No, obviously I'll go out in New Year's, but outside, no.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
So
I'm trying to get over it though.
So for next New Year's or next Guy Fawkes night, you know, the next 5th of November, you just got to stay here and lock yourself in and just spend the night
It's
here.
soundproof as well.
It is soundproof, so you won't be able to hear nothing in there.
Yeah. Hear that.
But then again, you might want to spend the 6th and the 7th because people tend to explode.
Yeah. I don't mind sparklers, that's fine.
Not sparklers, they tend to just blow up the rest of the fireworks, don't they?
Yeah.
The leftovers.
Yeah, true. Let's get on to your biggest inspiration or role model. Do you have one?
Different people for different reasons.
Okay.
But in terms of inspiration, it would be, without sounding too selfish, it would be myself. Because what I was able to do, or what I had the courage to do, was to tap into myself and tap into who you really are.
Yeah.
When you find the courage to find out who you really are, you tend to kind of link back to your fear question. You tend to laugh at your fears, which is why it was a bit difficult for me to answer what exactly am I afraid of now. Because once you find out who you really are and what you're striving to be, like everything else is kind of okay.
Yeah. To all the entrepreneurs out there, how do you really find yourself? Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people in our generation struggle to find their purpose or what they want to do when they're older.
People, to be honest with you, and I know one or two people might not like me saying this, I think people already know what they want to do. They're just, it's the fear of showing it off to the world. They're scared of what their parents are going to think. They're scared of what their cousins are going to think. They're scared of that. And that's basically what it is. Like for me, with the books and the modelling and all that, that's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Acting as well. I've always wanted to get involved in that.
Yeah.
I've always been super excited to go to the cinema or go to the theatre or this story or that story, and reading things up online and reading books, going to the library and reading all the comic books and all that.
You knew from day.
Time ago.
Yeah.
But try saying, and you're from Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
So you know what it's like being 100%. An ethnic kid, right? Telling your parents, "Oh, mom, dad, I want to be a writer and a model." Okay, but how is that going to put food in your plate?
Exactly. That is so true.
That is exactly what most.
It's a cultural barrier as well.
It's a cultural thing with us. So that's exactly what most kids tend to go through.
Yeah.
It's just the fear, and the thing is, it's an understandable thing from the parents' side because they don't know where their kid just being like one of those struggling actors, standing outside some studio, waiting for someone to say yes or no to them. You know, being struggling in the street with no money. So it's understandable. Yeah. But I think there's a balance to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, find that balance. Know who you are. Go for that.
Yeah.
And if your parents give you problems, that's your own executive decision to make.
Yeah.
My parents tend to, what they did with me, they kind of just kept their mouth shut as soon as I got the degree.
Yeah, that's what you got to go uni and that's it, get a degree.
I got my degree in 2015. I wrote Drax in 2016, published it in 2017.
Yeah, so they can't say nothing now.
So now they can't say nothing. They didn't say, son. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Once you get that degree or once you get that qualification, they tend to just keep their mouth shut. So, especially to all you African Caribbean parents out there.
It's true. It's true. What was I gonna say?